Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to explain you what are the different ways of making GUI in Java. Also later on in the same video, I'm going to explain in detail about Swing. As I'm creating playlist for Swing, so this is going to be my first video for introduction of Swing. And later on you will find series of video on topic Swing. So if you are interested in this topic and if you have not subscribed to my channel, you can do it now, and don't forget to press bell icon so that you can receive notifications whenever I upload video on this topic. So let's start the video. So first of all, let me tell you what is GUI. The full form of GUI is graphical user interface. Using GUI, you can interact with your application. For example, I have one application registration form. In that, I'm having various fields. For example, name, age, degree, email ID, and so on. So these are going to be my components. And now if I want to interact with that application, I need to use this component. So I may enter my name by using text field component. I may select my degree by using combo box. I may enter my age by using text field. I may enter my password by using password field. So these are nothing but components, and using this component you are trying to interact with that application. So that is what use of GUI. In Java, we can create GUI by using AWT, Swing or JavaFX. Using AWT also you can create GUI, but AWT is having limited component. If you want to create very enhanced application, then AWT is not so useful. And if you want to learn AWT, I have playlist for that on my channel. You can just go and watch. Next we have Swing. I'm going to discuss this in detail. Again, Swing is used for creating GUI. As compared to AWT, Swing is having very rich set of controls. So using that you can create enhanced application also. Now the third is what JavaFX. JavaFX is what advancement of Swing, and in JavaFX if you want to use CSS, that also possible, and JavaFX is what more responsive as compared to AWT and Swing. Let's understand what is AWT. It stands for Abstract Window Toolkit, and it enables us to create GUI based application. The problem with AWT is that it is platform dependent. That means for displaying or rendering your component, it takes help of your operating system. So if you are developing any application on Windows operating system, the look and feel of component is going to be like Windows operating system. I mean to say, the button you get on Windows operating system, the closing, the minimize, the maximize type of option you get on Windows operating system, same you are going to get over here because it is operating system dependent. If you are running same application on other operating system like Mac, Linux, then again for displaying or rendering the component, it is going to take help of that operating system. That's the major problem with AWT, that is platform dependent. Next, these are the certain limitation I have listed of AWT. AWT is having limited set of controls. Using that you can't create enhanced application, like it does not have controls such as password field. It does not have controls such as tree. It does not have table control. It does not have color chooser, file chooser, and so many control it is not having. Then the next limitation about AWT is that AWT components are heavyweight component, because for displaying the component it is going to take help of operating system. It is going to make calls of operating system and then it will render that component. Next point is AWT components behave differently on different operating system. Just now I explained on my previous slide that depending on your operating system, look and feel is going to change. Since AWT components are converted to native, that is your operating system code, hence this is going to be an extra step for running your application. So these were certain limitation of AWT. Next we have JFC, which stands for Java Foundation Classes. and it is having set of classes and libraries which help us to create GUI based application as well as graphics functionality on any of the platforms such as Windows, Linux and Mac. AWT and Swing are part of JFC. JFC is having rich set of library and that are used by AWT and Swing. Now I'll start introduction of Swing. It is again a library or package or API which can be used for creating GUI based application, and Swing is part of JFC. And next point is that Swing is having rich set of widgets, nothing but controls. Using that you can create sophisticated or enhanced application. And another very important point about Swing is that Swing is written in pure Java. So Swing is not going to take help of underlying operating system. For rendering component, it is going to take help of JVM only, not the operating system, unlike which we had in AWT. Another very important point about Swing is that it is having pluggable look and feel. That means the look and feel is not dependent on your operating system. You can decide look and feel, and that look and feel is going to be constant on all the operating system. So that's nothing but pluggable look and feel. And the advantage of pluggable look and feel is what? Uniform behavior on all the operating systems. Here you can see different pluggable look and feel. So if I decided that my component should look like in Windows, so you can see it is showing me look and feel of Windows. If I'm taking Motif, you can see the look and feel is something different as compared to Windows. Similarly, if you take Metal, it is going to be like this. So you decide look and feel, and then that look and feel is going to be common on all operating system. It is not going to change if you change your operating system for running your application. So that's what the biggest advantage of Swing. Next feature about Swing is what? Accessibility API. Swing provides various API. Using that you can read the screen also. Like the people who are unable to read the screen, for them we have a API. Using that we can read the entire screen also. Next is Java 2D API. Using this API, if you want to draw any objects like circle, rectangle, oval, you can do that. If you want to fill them, you can do that. If you want to perform operation on that, you can do that. So next we have drag and drop applications. So if you want to perform drag and drop between Java applications and native application, that can also be done. And another feature about Swing is nothing but internationalization, which is very important and useful feature. So depending on the locale or country, certain things are get changed. For example, date in India, we write DD, MM and YY. And if you take example of US, there the date is written in MM, DD and then YY. So if I write date in India like 3, 2 and 21, so that means it is nothing but 3rd February 2021, and the same date in US will be read as March 2nd 21. So using internationalization feature, we can create some properties file, and depending on your country locale, the information will be changed. So you don't have to make copy of same code depending on the country. So no need of writing code or changing code for different countries. Here is the difference between AWT and Swing. AWT components are platform dependent and Swing components are platform independent. Then AWT components are heavyweight component and Swing components are lightweight, because AWT takes help of underlying operating system for displaying the component. Next we have AWT does not support pluggable look and feel. Depending on operating system, look and feel gets changed, but Swing supports pluggable look and feel. Then another difference is that AWT is having limited component and Swing is having rich set of component. Last difference is that AWT does not follow MVC architecture, that is model, view and controller architecture, where model represents your data and view is nothing but your GUI part and controller is nothing but logic part. And this thing we are not having in AWT and which is followed in Swing. So these were certain differences. On this slide, I have given different packages available for creating your Swing program. So Swing is extended version of Java. Hence, we are going to use Java X, not Java. JavaX.accessibility package, JavaX.swing, border, and you can see so many packages we are having for creating application. So as per your requirement, you can import this package and use this. So now this slide is going to explain you different containers and components available in Swing. So containers are nothing but which is going to hold your component. For example, your bags are container, and inside that whatever books and other material you are keeping, they are nothing but components. So here we will be having container, and on container we are going to place component. So we will be having frames, dialog as a top level container. Then on that top level container, we can place panel, scroll pane, tab pane. Other containers are also available like JInternal frame, windows and so on. And here are the examples of component. So container are going to hold the component. These are the component which are found in JavaX.swing API. I have listed few one. There are so many components available. For your understanding purpose, I have given few of the screenshot. You can see this is nothing but my container. So it is holding another component. So we have a frame, we have what applet, we have a dialog box. So all these are nothing but containers. And then here you can see general purpose container like panel you can have JTab pane, and then you can have split pane. They are also nothing but container because you can again hold component inside this. You can see here I have hold images, here I have certain items. Special purpose container, like I was saying, we can have internal frame, we can have layered pane, windows. So this also can be used as container. That depends on your application, what you want to use. So here you can see different controls available in Swing. Radio button, slider, password, spinner, menu, combo box, checkbox, button, and so many controls available. Color chooser, file chooser, editor pane, text pane, like you can display entire web page using this text boxes. Then table, text area, progress bar, tooltip, separator, and so many controls. So these are the certain control which I have just shown you for your understanding purpose. There are so many controls available. You can just explore them. I hope friend this video has helped you in understanding what is Swing and where it can be used. If yes, so do hit on like button. Also, if you have any type of query, you can post in comment box. I read my all queries and I will try to reply your queries. Also friends, if you are new to my channel, please do subscribe it because I am going to create series of video for Swing in Java. So thank you friends for watching my video till end. See you in next video. Till that, bye bye and take care.